25th January 2026, Honorable Supreme Court has given very important guidelines with respect to the menstrual health, the governance issues, and this is to be seen in the broader framework of the gender inclusive education ecosystem, where court has linked it with the human dignity. This particular topic is not only important for the students of civil services in context of their GS paper 2, 4, or even PSIR, but it is also important for any aware citizen. So here, judiciary has incorporated this particular aspect as a part of Article 21 that deals with right to life and liberty. But since Menka Gandhi judgment, Supreme Court has been doing the liberal interpretation, and it is because of the liberal interpretation of Supreme Court, many of the directive principles have been placed in Part 3 under the broader theme of human dignity. And I must say that India's transformative constitutionalism under Part 4 also treat judiciary as an active participant in India's social revolution. It is very essential that girls, institutions, government schools, and the citizens, they should be aware of the guidelines given by Supreme Court in a writ petition filed by Dr. Jaya Thakur. So I'll read for you what exactly Supreme Court has said and what has caught my attention. So Supreme Court has held that dignity cannot be reduced to an abstract ideal. So while emphasizing on the need for the menstrual hygiene management, Supreme Court's this statement carries a lot of weight that dignity cannot be reduced to an abstract ideal. It must find expression in conditions that enable individuals to live without humiliation, exclusion, or avoidable suffering. You all know that the ultimate goal represented in India's preamble is first, justice, social, economic, and political, and finally, to give everyone a life of dignity. Once talking about the menstrual hygiene and these things were part of taboo, but today our movies, our civil society, and our courts, they are talking about it. They are making it a part of public discourse to catch our imagination. And it is certainly a milestone in India's journey towards the social revolution. And I'll recommend all of you to please go through the important suggestion, go through the guidelines, go through the directives given by Supreme Court and understand its essence. You can link this concept of human dignity with Amartya Sen's deprivation approach. So what Amartya Sen say? That you need the special set of policies because the girl child may face different type of deprivation than the male child. Similarly, if I talk about Iris Marion Young, who talks about the importance of differentiating the equality. And it is our collective responsibility to create an environment which is conducive for giving a sense of dignity, a sense of well-being to the girl child, and by taking care of their health. And when this judgment of Supreme Court comes, it is not just about the bodily health, it is also about the psychological and the mental empowerment, because it is being seen as a taboo and a stigma. And in this judgment, the Supreme Court talks about the need to create awareness among the boys and the male teachers, so that we can create an environment where a girl student can feel safe, they can be in comfort, and they can focus on their education. They don't miss out their productive days of schools. And at the same time, we create a healthy India, we create a safe India, we create a sound India. I will read some of the lines of the judgment, which are really encouraging, and that includes Supreme Court says that absence of safe and hygienic menstrual management measures undermine dignified existence by compelling adolescent students to either resort to absenteeism or adopt unsafe practices. And Supreme Court has mentioned about how menstrual poverty can hinder girls from exercising their right to education with dignity. So it is not just a question of Article 21, it is also a question of Article 21A as well as Article 14. And Supreme Court has directed the government, even the private schools, to create the complete ecosystem and to ensure that in a scenario, a girl child manage her body in a manner which is not dictated by circumstances but by choice. It talks about making, sensitizing the male teachers, students, making them aware of the biological reality. And therefore, in a country like India, it can be seen as another milestone in India's social revolution.